see? Okay. Hi everyone. Unfortunately, we forgot our extra audio device. However, I want to speak to every member of the Chewy family, from the Chief Executive Officer to the newest employee or team member. To the Chief Executive Officer, I would say you truly have an organization that you should be proud of, that is very unique, and frankly, pretty amazing. Keep in mind, I have been on TV for 15 years as a talk show host. It's public access, or you would already know my name. You can find me on the internet, but it's not about me. I'm not even going to tell you the name. You'll have to figure it out. My name is Albert J. Torcaso. We got ourselves a Torcaso. I have been dealing with companies for a long time. I can tell you my insurance company gets a minus 10,000. Yes, minus 10,000. If I was going to give a number on Chewy, I would say it is a 20,000 plus. Now you might think, if you're the board of directors or the chief executive officer, upper level management, or even representatives, or maybe you're a stock person, why would I say such a statement? I do not placate to anyone. You should know who I am. If you look me up on YouTube, I guarantee you I will say something that will upset you. I will say things that will make you laugh. I will say things that will make you cry. I am not saying that out of arrogance, because all the glory goes to God. I believe in the Lord thy God, in Jesus the Christ. I love people of all faiths, and I love people of zero faith. But I believe in the Lord thy God, and Jesus the Christ. I was baptized in Christ in 2017, I guess. Say all that to say this, to the Chief Executive Officer. Earlier this year, I made a rather interesting, possibly, or certainly funny video. And in it, I said that you should give each member 1,000 kudos. And I decided that I have a better idea. I would like you and the board and the investors and all the people involved to decide for one day only, and I am very serious, to just decide to have every one of your employees pick whatever they've been saving for, whether they have 10 kudos or 10 million. Let them have the Apple Watch. Let them have the Android or whatever, the bike. I don't know what you have, but I want to escalate this past kudos. I have worked with so many men and women over the last couple of years at Chewy. I recall as many as I can. Those who I do not recall, you are important, but I have been going through some really tough times. To be completely candid, today, June the 26th, I do believe, 2019, we determined that I may have cancer. I don't even want to say it, but we may have the big C. And in fact, it may be one of the most rare big C's around. We also found out 3 years ago, they claimed that Annette, the girlfriend, had cancer. Now we are in limbo because they seem to be saying, no, that was a miscommunication. This is important. I'm not going out that way, Lord willing. But Chewy Dot Com makes life a whole lot easier. And don't be surprised if I have to put those glasses on, or otherwise, at some point, you might see tears. You might see laughter and tears. This is what you need to understand. Over the last 20 years in our house, we have lost an animal on average 1 to 2 a day. I mean, excuse me, one to two per year. You might say, well, how many animals did you have? Over the years, I've had close to maybe 40, 50 animals. Why? Because I will not let, with every fiber of my being, I will not let any animal be abused. Any animal be astray. Whether I had 5 cents to my name or $500,000. So when Chewy helped me out, I have to do it, I'm sorry. We lost a few animals. And when I seen and Annette saw that card, we broke down. Even now, 2-3 years later, as you can see, I put the sunglasses on. Well, there's a reason. Words cannot express what I think about every member of your team. This is for the CEO, upper level management, the board of directors, stakeholders, investors, what have you. You cannot fathom what it's like every year to know there's a chance you're going to lose an animal. But that is not what is bad, Chewy. We take them to the vet. We've had bills in the thousands. But the fact is, usually if a cat gets cancer or renal failure or any of these terrible things, or a dog, you would have to have 5, 10, or more than that, thousands of dollars. And that's not, at this time, it's not in the cards. Or it hasn't happened yet. So I cannot express what Marlon, Sarah, Keontae, I think Jerry, there's so many. Everyone, what it means to me. Now for me, if I were in charge of this corporation, it would go without saying, one day every employee, whether they're in Dallas, Texas, somewhere in Hollywood, possibly Hollywood, Florida, or other places, I would say, look, I wouldn't say look, but I would issue a memorandum in whatever way the policy would work, that you would get to pick that item. I don't say this lightly, I don't say this jokingly. Your team and you are special. So let's try to end this before the year 2089. Today, Annette said, there's a Chewy box outside. And I jokingly said, Annette, are you drunk? I didn't order anything from Chewy. Sure enough, I don't know what it's called, but to me, it's a wonderful gift. And I guess I could have cheated and looked at the names on this card. We received this card, and then if you would come on camera or at least sit, and it says a big hug. For those of you who cannot see it, it's a huge card, a big hug. And I would like Annette to say it as loud as she can and read what is said. Well, maybe if it's real private, don't read all of that, but read some of it. To Albert and Annette.
To Albert and Annette. We're so lucky to have someone as kind, caring, selfless, and creative as you and our Chewy family. You notice they said family.
Yeah, amen.
Your video review of Chewy and our reps was the most thoughtful gesture, and we're also appreciative of your kudos. please give Coco Courageous, that's our Chihuahua, and the rest of your furry crew lots of love from me, Kaylee.
Okay, you want to mention some of the other names if you see any?
Yeah, there's Donna.
All right. Go Donna, go Donna, go Donna.
Jamie.
All right, Jamie's in the building.
Brandon.
All right.
Peter.
There you go.
John. Jake. Rebecca. Danica. Samantha. Roy,
Samantha, we have a cat named Samantha Angelface. How you doing, Samantha?
Stephanie. And Ashley.
All right. And those are just some of the people. So anyway, let me kind of show them what's going on in it. So, and then it says there's a Chewy box, and we get the card, and we have a Chewy disc or frisbee. I call it a frisbee. Others may call it a disc. A Chewy bag, which will definitely come in handy. You can believe that. All right, so we have a nice thing that we can use for water. And I need the water. I need me. Got a couple of shirts that Annette will probably wear and a bandana. Maybe we'll try to put that on Coco Courageous and he'll be going. Now Annette, you get to display these. Why don't you walk over there a little bit closer and try to show them. And you can take these. And I know this is too long for them to display it on the site. That's cool. I just want them to see it. Here you go, Annette. Now, I want to just say this. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and a Penguins fan. Here you go, Annette. Take these two. Well, I think they see this. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, Pittsburgh Steelers fan, sometimes other fans of other sports. But you know how... Well,
we have a t-shirt, a ball, and a couple pictures. This picture here that you see is a likeness of our one cat, Mickey Bodine.
It is similar.
And he's a cat that we had years ago that passed away in 2006, I think.
Yep, that's exactly right.
And then there's this picture of our dog, Coco Courageous. It's a Chihuahua, but it looks exactly like our dog, Coco.
Okay, now let me finish up strong. They're probably going to get a headache. So anyway, as you can see, we... Oh, she got something else.
And
Round number 2.
And there was a key ring. Says Chewy. Okay, thank you.
Hey, what do you know? The guy with the comb over actually came up close. How you doing, everybody? How you doing? So anyway, this box was unexpected, so I thank you for that. But as I said before, hey helicopter, how you doing? As I said before I go, my insurance company and a few other ones, and that means they're terrible. But Chewy Dot Com, I got something to say. I have something to say. And you have to understand, I sometimes watch sports, and every now and then I watch wrestling, professional wrestling. But when I watch sports, sometimes you hear a little bit of this. They'll be like, they say, here we go, Steelers, here we go. So I don't know about Annette. I don't know about you, but I know about me. Here we go, Chewy, here we go. Here we go, Chewy, here we go. Before I go, in all seriousness, in closing, we've had tears and joy. We do have to mention that we have Wise Brave, first name Wise, middle name Brave, Torcaso. Unfortunately, he has the big C also. I hope I don't have it, but he definitely does. And it's bad. So I suspect within a few months, we'll be letting you know. But in the meantime, we're going to treat him like gold, as we always have. We're going to love him. But when that time comes, I want to say to everybody at Chewy, that card means so much to Annette and I. A couple of years ago, we received cards, and they're still up. As if a lot of people will put holiday cards or Christmas cards up. Once we put them up, they don't come down. And I am 1,000% serious to the people in charge. Should have a little bit of background. My insurance company allowed a man to almost kill my girlfriend Annette. She almost was hit by a hit and run, and he got away with, he hit and ran, he left the scene, he was speeding, and he even got cited by the police, and his insurance company denied the claim, trying to blame her when we were legally parked. And my insurance company, I might add, they have a commercial that says something to the effect, on your side, we won't go there, but there is a letter in the beginning of the company. You might want to figure it out. How you doing? Yeah, something about on your side. Well, let me tell you, the only thing they're all about is the money. So I call it as I see them. If you watch my shows, my episodes, you know that I don't placate to anyone. Let me finish this up by saying, I would 100%, if I am put ever into a position to publicly endorse this company, and everyone who's worked there, I will do it. Know that I've endorsed presidential candidates. Know that everything I say may sound like a bunch of Boy Scouts, BS, but most of it is documented on YouTube. So I say this with all seriousness. We must, to the CEO and the heads of Chewy and the investors and what have you, the decision makers, you must, and it must come to pass, that all of your employees either has one day where they can get whatever it is they want. One item, guys and gals, just one, but one item, whatever it may be. I don't care if it takes 1 billion kudos. One item, guys. CEO, I believe you should either do that, or truly, I would say at least 1,000 kudos for every member. That includes the ones that were hired yesterday. Those who may not be, let's just say, Chewy material, give them 500 and tell them they can earn 1,000 in the future. But I make no jokes when it comes to life and death. I face an uncertain future, unfortunately. So every member of faith, of any faith, Annette and I could use your prayers. Wise Brave could use your prayers. But before I go, I have to pick on, I think it's cement. And I love you spiritually, man. But I got to give you a little bit of business because my name is Albert J. Torcaso. So don't get your pants wet. You'll be all right. Don't start no... Never mind. Don't start no stuff. Won't be no man, time out. Okay, CEO, this is the real deal, man. You want to keep people like this. So please, don't go around like you think. Don't be a little bit like silly. And I hope that the board of directors don't go like, did he say 1,000 kudos? Don't do that. We can't get no 1,000 kudos. What, he's nuts? Don't do that. And don't be like, what do you, what do you think we are? Billionaires? Wait a minute. We can't just give out, passing out apple, what? Yes, you can. I love you, but you can. Now, way back centuries ago was a man named Eddie Murphy. It was a comedian. And then there was Chris Rock. Don't worry, it's G-rated. And I just gotta say, Chris Rock had a routine. So if you don't give 1,000 kudos or everybody gets one gift, I only have one thing to say to you. Now that ain't right.
Thank you, Chewy.